it's time for your AHA Comets to take the ice.
Dumps it into the net. So Comets first on the board here. So 9 minutes left in the first period. Comets go on the board. Comets won. 9-0. Frank with the face-off. Frank back to Pennington. Pennington sends that one to the other side. Riddle will chase that one down. Brody will pick that one up, send it up the ice. PPA will take over, send that through the neutral zone. Rank will intercept. Turn this puck into the offensive zone. Rank walking this one to the center. Rank with the shot that'll go wide off the Kenai stick into the corner. Kenai is going to break this one out. Nice capture by Gregerson. Sends that over to Forrest. Forrest to the forwards. We got a line change by Comets. Dutton out. Griffin out. Dutton with a shot. Kenai goalie will get a pad on that one. Alright. Forrest for D. We'll send this one up the boards, out of the zone. That'll get past Patrick Kenai stick, so icing will be waved off. Kenai sends it right back down into the defensive zone. Sillers will pick this one up. Sillers up to McDade. McDade walking this one forward. Kenai will turn it back towards the goal. Shot goes wide off the stick. Trying to break that one out of the zone. Denton on a pass to McDade across the ice. McDade right back to Pepin. Pepin towards the goal. That'll go off of Kenai stick wide of the net. Kenai breaks this one into the zone. Nice intercepting pass by Pepin. Pepin turns this one around. Kenai back into the zone. Sillers with a nice walk there. Pepin will scoop this one up. Dump it off to Sillers. Sillers out of into the zone. McDade. Comes to the bench. Gas dropped out. All right, we got Hollenbeck and Wayback. Heyman traded out for D. Heyman out. Yappin out. Gastrop out on the front line. Okay. Colby holds the blue line. That one is the pressure along the boards. That one's going to slip out of the zone. Follow back to chase that one down. Follow back up to Wayman. That gets past Wayman's stick. EPA sent it into the zone. Province turn it right back into the offensive zone. All right, that puck goes all the way deep into the defensive corner. Colby first to the puck, sends that one around the boards. That's going to go off of EPA's stick. Centers in front of the goal. Comets fighting for control. EPA sends that to the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Potter saves. Nice move around the boards. Wayman. Yeah, Heyman. Okay, wait. Over to Wayman. We got a tripping penalty on Kenai, so Comets on the line. Okay. So 18 goes to the penalty box for tripping in Kenai. Comets on power play for 2 minutes. We got a little over 5 minutes left in the period. Comets on the shot that now is fine. So with the face-off, we got Whittle, Brody, Gregerson up front, Pennington, and Sims back deep. Sims is going to mark this one in. Tries for a centering pass. That's going to go high off somebody's stick. Besides this, along the boards, Rink comes up with the puck, sends it out to Sims. Sims over to Pennington. Pennington walks that one in, sends it towards the goal. Go off a few jerseys. Gregerson walking this one to the center. Tries to tap it in. Gregerson with a shot. That'll go off the goalie's pad behind wide of the net. Sims walks this one in, sends it towards the goal. High wide. Sims holds the blue line. He finally breaks this one out. Gregerson's going to come back to this one. Gregerson up the center. We got Sillers and Sims out for defense. Sillers going to walk this one through the neutral zone. That one towards the net. That's going to get pushed wide to the boards. Kenai slides this one around to the other side. Sims holds the blue line, sends it back into the corner. Got McDade and Pepin out on the front line. Pepin fighting for the puck. Kenai comes away with it. Kenai breaks this one out of the zone. Nice back check by Pepin. Sims with a nice check. Separates Kenai from the puck. Sends it over to McDade. McDade into the zone. McDade gets checked. Sends it towards the goal. McDade with a nice scoop towards the goal. Pepin picks up the rebound. Sends it. Goalie saves both. Okay, Comets are going to slide this around to the blue line. Sims fires it in. That's going to go wide of the net. So penalty. Last roughing or cross check? Alright, so Kenai go to the box again. We got was it Danny got the penalty? Sorry, Comet penalty. Okay, so 2:38 remains. I think we got Comet penalty and Kenai penalty. Comet's just going to the penalty box for roughing. Alright. Puck drops out of the zone. Halifax going to tap that up to Heyman. Heyman walking this one towards the net. Kenai turns him around. Halifax sends it from the blue line. Deep into the zone. Heyman towards the net. That's going to go over to the other corner. Bennett will pick this one up. Walks this one behind the net, or behind the Kenai net. Kenai will break this one out of the zone. Bennett picks up the pass. Hollenbeck with a little room. Hollenbeck's off on the races. Wants it in. Oh, nice goal by Hollenbeck. Intercepted the pass. Brought it all the way in. So, Comets with a short-handed goal. I don't know if the defense or not. No. So, Comets get the second goal of the game. 2-0 is the score. Just shy of a minute left in the period. I think we still have two penalties, Kenai penalty and Comet penalty, but we're playing 5-on-5. Alright, with the face-off, we got Gregerson, Brody, Middle up front, Lynn and Pennington back deep. Ooh, Bruce into traffic. Battling for that puck. Offsides by the Comets. Alright. Rink with the face off. Darren. It's going to get past his stick. Offsides by the Comets again. Rink with the face off. Okay. Pennington shoots that one up. Take it. I'm walking this one into the zone. This is on him. Right. Gregerson to Brody. Brody to Gregerson. Gregerson with a little room. Walks this one to the center. Oh, sends it for the pass. Little. Gets tied up before he can get the shot up. Gregerson into the center. There's some moves. Gregerson towards the goal. He doesn't pop up the rebound there, just in case. All right, so good shift for the Comets. I got Pepin, Dutton, McDade, Sillers, and Sims out on the ice. Dutton for the face-off. All right, Kenai trying to break this one out of the zone. Comets pull the blue line. Oh, that one slips out of the zone. Sims will send that to McDade. McDade into the zone. Here I send this one over to the forwards. Nice bump check by Diego. Into traffic, into the zone. And that's into the first period. So into the first period, we got a score. Comets 2, Kenai 0. Oh, it is still ripping at the Rink down here. We've had unseasonably cold temperatures. I don't have no idea what the wind chill is this morning, but it's got to be in the -10 down below. All right, here we go. Starting the second period, we got Dutton, McDade, and Pepin to the front line, all of that, and Wayman back. Mulcahy's out into the offensive zone. Brings that one to the corner. Trying to center this one up. Pepin in front of the net. Dutton floating high at the circle. All back to Pennington. Oh, sorry, Wayman. Wayman tries to get a stick on that one. Doesn't quite come off the stick the way he wanted. So back to the defensive zone we go. Kenai into the corner. Sends that one out of the zone. Dutton picks up the pass. He gets turned around. Kenai turns this one back into the defensive zone. Slides it along the boards. Let's try to break this one out. to Hollenbeck up the boards. I believe I will pick this one up. Step it in for pressure. Kenai slides it back deep into the zone. Wayman will pick this one up in the corner. Wayman trying to move this one out. There we go. Off defensive stick high over the boards, and we'll get a whistle for puck out of play. Haven, Gastroff, and Campman coming to the front line. Lynn and Pennington back deep. Trying to chain out these lights on a bit of a frequent basis to keep everybody moving and warm. So throws that back to Lynn. I know! Oh my gosh! So cold out here! Haven's gonna bring this one into the zone. Haven along forward, sends it to the other side. Lynn will chase this one now. Fast drop slides back to defense, Camping into pressure. Kenai sends this one up the ice. Nice back check by Lynn. Sends it deep to the boards. Gastroff will chase this one down. Into pressure along the boards. Kenai comes away with it, sends it high over the net. Alright, Camping will go back into the boards into pressure. We got a roughing penalty on Kenai. Okay, so Kenai goes to the penalty box, 2 minutes roughing. That'll bring out Rink, Jeremy, Tab to the front line. So Brody, Whittle, Drangerson to the front line. Sims and Silvers back deep. Gregerson for the face-off. Well, that's pleasant. Oh, alright. As soon as I can turn around, I will start to call the game. We got a gust of wind that's blowing snow up in our eyes. Wind is ripping through the rink right now. Alright, in the defensive zone, Comets come away with it. Sims on the move. Sims with a nice pass to Whittle. Oh, Whittle trying to get that one going through the net. Beautiful pass from Sims. Alright, puck goes out of play, so we'll get a whistle and a new puck. New line, McDade doesn't happen.
How do we get to the other side?
It's an outside. You gotta go through here, yeah, and go around. Yeah. All the other gates are closed. Alright, so McDade, Dutton, Pepin up on the front line. Follow back, Wayman back deep. Dutton put a face off, draws that back to Wayman. Wayman to McDade. McDade trying to walk this one forward. Oh, he passes it up the middle. That comes out of the zone. Wayman into the zone. Pepin scoops that one up, sends it to Dutton. Dutton to McDade. That one gets it just a little behind his stick. McDade drops that to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck brings it into the corner. KPA takes over. McDade holds the blue line, sends that one into the corner. Working hard to bring this one, trying to center this up in the net. Kenai gets it to the corner. McDade takes over. Can't get a shot on. Kenai Wayman holds the blue line. Sends it back into the zone. Kept it in for pressure. McDade will scoop that one up. Pepin picks that one with the skate. Trying to bring it forward. Trying to get a stick on that stick that covered. Kenai sends that one out of the zone. Icing call on Kenai, so we'll come right back to the offensive zone. Camp and Haven Gastroff coming out for the front line. Pennington and Lynn coming back for B. Alright. Gastruck with the face up. Gastruck to Heyman. Heyman. Ooh, towards the net. That'll go wide. Lynn will tap that one into the corner. Camping. Into pressure. Alright. Lynn turns that one up into the opposite zone. Vincent chase that one down. Camping. Comes in. Ooh, Heyman with the pass. Ooh. That's going to be a penalty on Heyman. Alright, 2 minutes roughing for Kenai, so Comets will continue on the power play. Alright, middle Brody Gregerson. Middle Brody Gregerson out on the front line. Sims and Silver's back east. Gregerson with a face-off. Ties up this man. Leads to the corner. Oh, Gregerson still on the move, looking for an open man. Jeremy to defense. Sims wants this one. Sims with a shot. That'll go wide. Let's see. Or sorry, Phillips with a shot. Sims will hold the blue line. Oh. Rink, coming to the middle. The shot. Oh. Rebound comes out. All right, Kenai breaks this one out. Fillers up to Frank. Great. To Jeremy. Jeremy to Brody. Brody to Frank. Frank. In the middle. Backhand shot. Lower stage. All right, no goal. Good pressure on the net by the Comets. Goalie comes up with some big saves there. Alright, Pippin McDade Denton gonna try their hand. I'm not sure how much more time we have in the penalty. The clock only is keeping time, not much penalties. Falling back to McDade. McDade to Denton. Denton to McDade. McDade towards the goal. Glove saved by Kenai. All right, Denton, McDade, Pepin on the front line. Falling back, Wayman back deep. You got to turn out a couple players. We still got okay. Looks like Kenai's full. Nope, not full strength yet. Okay, so Comets still on the power play here. Got the face off. McDade holds his own, drops on out to Dutton. Dutton looking for Pepin. That'll go off a Kenai stick, wide to the corner. APA breaks this one out. Dumps it deep in the zone. Hollenbeck will go back for that one. Slides that up to Denny. That comes off his stick. He's going to chase that down. McDade, so once that one towards the goal, sends it towards the goal. EPA will send that one out of the zone. That'll be an icing call on Kenai, so that'll bring out Gastruck, Neiman, Campen, Lynn, and Pennington.
You warm enough?
Yeah, okay. This wind could stop anytime now. It's pretty brutal. All right, gas trap with the face off. We got Heyman camping up in the front line. Okay, Kenai breaks this one out. Heyman will scoop this one up. Heyman to Pennington. Pennington trying to work that one up to his forwards. Kenai will come away with it. Pennington picks up a rebound, sends it towards the net. Kenai will cover. 4 minutes? 4 minutes left in the period. Score still 2-0. Siller Sims will come out for defense. Camden, Gastrock, Heyman up front. Heyman with the face-off. Sims to Gastrock. Gastrock to Camden. Camden to Gastrock. Gastrock to Siller. Sillers to Sims. Sims sends it forward for goal. That'll go on some jerseys. Kenai, we're going to break this one out of the zone. Good. Nice check by Camden. Zone. Even. Gastrock. Gastrock gets pinned on the boards. Alright. Kenai breaks this one out. Sims sends it deep into the corner. We got a line change by the Comets. Rangerson out. Heyman. Oh, Heyman starts the goal. And I'm on the backside of the goal. Camden's still battling. William next battle. It's a zone. Trying to slide that one out. Rink with the goal. Okay. Brody out. Whittle out. Sims trying to break this one into the zone. Sillers taps this one forward. Brody's going to chase that one down. Brody into traffic. ETA comes away with it. Sims walks that one into the zone. Jeremy holds the blue line, sends it into the corner. He's going to chase that one down. Whittle into the corner. Rink walking this one. Trying to walk that one up front. Jeremy and Brody in front of the net. Rink sends that one to the other side. Hollenbeck will send that one to Brody. Brody looking for Frank. EPA will send that one out. Wayman hits the blue line. Wayman walking this one along the boards. KPA sends it up high. Kenai comes away with it. Nice defense by Hollenbeck. Up check to try that puck over to the Comets. Wayman trying to get that one up with Rink. Kenai sends it towards the goal. Comets will finally scoop this one up to get out of the zone. Into traffic at neutral ice. Rink makes some moves. Alright. Kenai breaks this one out. All back. It's going to go back for treatment. Sends it behind the Comet net line. And then sends it right back to Hollenbeck. Might have been a shot on that. I thought corner got a stick on that one. Alright. Back and forth. Let's see. Nick Hayes can scoop this one up, sends it over to the other side. Kenai defense will pick this one up. Yeah, into the defensive zone, but Comets control. Middle to Nick Hayes. Getting into the zone, we got Captain Dutton. Captain Dutton McDade out on the front line. Falling back and Wayman back deep. Wayman comes to the bench, Lynn comes out. Pennington Lynn back for deep. Kenai sends that one across the ice. We're going to break this one out of the zone. Pennington along the boards for pressure. McDade's going to draw that penalty. All right. 2 minutes roughing. 2 minutes roughing for McDade. Kenai will go on the power play. All right. Haven and Gastrock take the ice. So, penalty kill coming up for the Comets. There's a few seconds left in the second period. So that's the buzzer for end of the second. We got Comets 2, Kenai 0. Comets will start the third period on a penalty kill. Few seconds ticked off, but just about almost 2 minutes left on that penalty. I think penalty on the game. Sticks up, Comets in the chair. So starting the third period, we got Gastrock Weeman up front. Weeman hauling back deep. Gastrock will take the face off. Comets on the penalty kill. Start the third period. Alright. Next puck goes back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck slides that one up to Heyman. Puck comes back to Wayman. Wayman slides that deep into the Kenai zone. Heyman will come around. Oh, Heyman with the shot. That slides all the way down to an icing call on Kenai. Pendleton, Pennington, and Lynn will come out for defense. And let's see, we got Hampton and Gregerson for the forwards. Rink with the face-off. That's still not a penalty kill here. Puck in the offensive zone. Rink ties this one up in the corner. Sends that to Campen. Campen with the pressure. Rink along the boards. Sends it towards the goal. Campen kind of got a stick on it, but goalie is going to cover. So, that'll bring out Brody for the front line. Let's see. Sims and Sellers will come out for D. Alright. Whittle for the face-off. Let's slide that one around. Leo with a nice shot towards the net. Oh, Jeremy trying to pick up that rebound. Oh, Jeremy with Brody with a shot on net. Little tries to get the rebound. That'll go deep into the corner. Sims. Uh-oh. That gets past the blue line. Nice back check by Diego. Jeremy scoops that one up. Some kind of penalty. Who was that on? Who was the penalty on? Kenai roughing? I thought it was holding or something. All right, so we got 4-on-4. Kenai will the penalty. McDade's still in the penalty box. Oh, that one almost gets past Hollenbeck's stick, but he recovers, sends it deep into the zone. We got Denton, Captain, Hollenbeck, and Wayman out on the ice. Comes into the defensive zone. Kenai. As loose, he's out of the penalty box. Brings that one into the offensive zone. That's going to slide past the blue line. Brings it into the zone. Hollenbeck takes over. Hollenbeck into center ice. Sends that to McDade. McDade looking for Dutton. That gets past the stick. Now take over. All right. Hollenbeck, Lynn, Dutton, and McDade out on the ice. Captain battling nice pass up to McDade. McDade's off to the races. Makes the move. And he's going to draw the tripping penalty on Kenai. So, Kenai, 5-on-3 now. So, 2 Kenai players in the penalty box. 1 for a holding and 1 for a tripping penalty. Tripping on the last one. So, 9 minutes remain in the period. Score, Comets 2. Kenai 0. Bennett will take the face-off. Bennett, Campen, and Cayman on the ice. Diego, Lynn and Pennington back to Pennington to Cayman. Cayman walking this one to the center, sends it towards the goal. Then go off the stick. Billy stick high and wide to the corner. Lynn's going to take a shot from the blue line. Alright, Newstrock brings this one in. Oh, nice pass to Weeman. Just a couple steps behind that pass. Oh, Campen's walking this one in. Oh, Bennett with a shot. Oh, Weeman with a shot. Good shots on good pressure on the net. Weeman bringing this one around. Campen is in front of the net. Oh, this puck in front of the net. Campen tries to tap it. Only covers. Good pressure on the net. 5-on-3. Okay, so first penalty for Kenai cleared. So we got 5-on-4 out there for Kenai. Kenai 4, Comets 5. Okay, Granderson, Brody, Whittle, Hollenbeck, Wayman out on the ice. Granderson with the face-off. Kenai brings this one out. Sends it deep into the zone. That's going to be icing on Kenai. So coming back to the offensive zone. We got 7:40 in the period. might flip the face off. Rolling back up to Brody. Kenai brings this one out of the zone. And it'll be another icing call on Kenai. Alright, back to the offensive zone we go. Rink with the face off. We have Brody middle up front, Wayman and Hollenbach back to Rink with the shot towards that. That'll go wide. We'll cover. Alright, so Denton is taking Pepin, Sims, and Sims will take the ice. That's on a power play for a few more seconds. That one comes out of the zone. There's the Sims. Denton will scoop that one up. Pepin tries to get this over to McDade. Denton will scoop this one up, bring it into the offensive zone, sends it towards the goal. That'll go wide of the net. Alright, into the defensive zone. Connor with the blocker pad on that shot. Denton's trying to break this one out. Pepin taps this one forward. Denton's going to skate into the corner, first to the puck. Oh. Kenai tries to send that one up the ice. Diego. Pepin. Across the ice. Still. Throw that one over the blue line into traffic. So Comets trying to break this one out. That's going to be an icing fall on the Comets. So we get some fresh bodies out there. Lynn, Pennington, Gastroff, Haven, and Campbell. Gastroff with the face off. Alright, let's bring this into the offensive zone. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Pennington off the ice to Camping. Camping to Heyman. Into. Oh. Alright, Pennington's Alright. Oh, that one's gonna dribble in front of the net. Connor covers. Alright. Well, wait a minute. Calling back. Bradford, Brody, Gregerson, Weddle up front. Kenai tries to center with the pass deep and sends it towards the goal. He's back in front of the net. Wayman to come away with it. Wayman gets this up the ice. Amen to Brody. To Wendell. Alright, Graverson comes away with this one. On a little room, brings it into the offensive zone. He gets turned around, top of the circles. Sends this one deep into the zone. That'll be an icing ball on Kenai. Alright, so that'll bring out McCabe, Tevin, Sellers, and Sims. With the face off. Tevin forced the ball. And I will come up with a rebound. Dutton with a nice shot. Might have been fed for McCabe. So Dutton with the third goal for the Comets. Alright, Dutton with the face-off. Got McBain Pepin up front. Offside by the Comets. I think there's like 30 seconds left. Dutton with the face-off. Comets send that one into the offensive zone, into traffic. Sims walks this one forward, sends it towards the net. That'll be wide. Fullers hold to blue line. Pepin gonna come away with this one. Sims holds blue line, sends it deep into the corner. Alright, Kenai brings this one into the defensive zone. Nice block by Lynn. That's going to come out and get a shit hat. Daddy's got to break away. Oh. Nice try. Alright, so we got Gastrop, Campen, Haven, Pennington, and Lynn out on the ice. Haven with the face-off. Oh. Getting just battered by this wind. Alright, Haven to Gastrop. Gastrop into the corner. Ooh. It's going to be a penalty on Pennington for roughing. Alright, Ruby, Whittle, Wayman, and Hollenbeck. Brody Whittle up front, Hollenbeck and Wayman back to me. Let's go on a penalty kill. Kenai sends that one that's going to go off the stick. Up overboard, out of bounds.
Damn, nice face up. Tie him up just like that. Good job. 120.
Kenai with a shot. That'll get tied up. Comets. Kenai with another shot. Blocked by Comets. There you go. Jeremy breaks that one out of the zone, sends it down the ice. Icy will be waved off. Brody. Hollenbeck. Up the ice. Brody. Into traffic. Kenai coming with that. Wayman. Walking this one forward. Nice defense by Hollenbeck. Nice. Alright, that's been ISO on Comets. I think we have about 20 seconds left in the game. Hard to tell the clock from this angle. Ragerson and Captain for the front line. Sims and Sillers for the back line. Ragerson with the face-off. Sims will take that one. The corner. Comets trying to burn some time off the clock here. Ragerson into the offensive zone, sends it, gets one past the goalie, so Ragerson with the fourth goal of the game. Short-handed goalie.
Line up, line up.
Alright, Siller. That'll be better for end of the third period, so Comets can win this semifinal game.
He was about to go.
What's that?
There had been 10 more seconds. Frank would have gotten penalties for fighting. Oh, he went right after that kid. I was yelling at him like, Frank?
Don't do it, yeah. Yeah, he gets kicked out. So, final score, Comets 4, Kenai 0. So, Comets will come, will win the semifinal game. They'll play in the championship. Teams playing on the other side will be the North Stars 12U team versus Palmer. Let's see, we got a 4-2 score over there. Looks like Palmer 4, North Stars 2. And they got about 4 minutes left in the third period. So, nice.